Good morning, afternoon, or evening, folks, wherever you may be. Adam Gilson here, House of Tournaments, Moneyball 2023. I am joined by the man in the hat.
It's 0-0. There's no score in the game. We're going to be talking about score a lot today. 0-0.
0-0. This is the Pro-Am. Tim Lynch and Brandon Muñoz on the right-hand side.
Still 0-0.
Jeff Pipkin Jr. and Alex Tiffany on the left-hand side. Alex Tiffany just placed second in rookie doubles this weekend. 0-0.
What's the score, Adam? All right, I'll tone it down a little bit. Here at 0-0. No, I don't want to. If nobody else cares, these players will care if they go back and watch this match. So I'm going to tone it down and be not so silly. And this is going to be a fun match to watch. It's the Pro-Am. There's the Pro on the right there. I don't know Tim Lynch. What is his game like?
I don't know. We're going to find out, though. It's funny. I was actually talking to a buddy of Alex's earlier this weekend, and he asked me if I would play with Alex as he puts that away and stuffed. I don't know what he's saying. Having a conversation about the zone. Alex buddy asked me if I'd play with him in this, and I was like, no, I'm a little too focused on working up in the booth this weekend, as I usually am. And then he went and got Jeff Pipkin Jr., which I think is a big upgrade. Somebody that plays a lot and is still got his little COVID rat tail.
Little COVID
Longish.
rat tail. Is that what you said?
That is. As that peters in. Well, I hadn't seen him during the whole COVID thing, the pandemic. And then I saw him at Worlds, I think, or something, for the first time, and his hair was all long, and so is mine.
Oh, is that not his standard hairstyle over the years?
No, it's usually a little
He's
more.
a metalhead, though, right?
Well, no, it's usually been a little bit more clean cut. I don't know. Is Foosmom on? Jeff
I don't know.
says,
I'm only going on what I know about him from a conversation I had with Tony.
Okay.
Sprayed him in, and him being, I know he's a metalhead. He's in a band called, oh, goodness. Oh, I need to go find it now. Oh, that's a bummer that I can't remember it. If anybody knows the name of Jeff's band, please.
You told me, too.
Yeah, I know. It's a cool name, and I don't want to mess it up because it would be really easy to. I want to say, like, horticulture or something. That's not right. It's a metal band, not a wood band.
That's good.
Yeah, horticulture.
Yeah.
No, it's not yet.
Yes. Oh, it is horticulture.
It's not horticulture.
I don't know.
No. It's a. What's it called? Portmanteau, where you put two words together.
Portmanteau.
Necrowitch.
That's cool.
It is. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you, Foosmom.
And that we looked it up and listened to it in the episode on YouTube. And if you're into metal, give it a check. Give it a check. Give it a look. Give it a listen. Check it out.
High five. Tim Lynch, Brandon Muñoz on the right-hand side. It is tied up 3-3 in this first game. My voice should be an alarm because it's loud just now.
Try again, Jeff.
So, anyhoodle, I was just thinking, I don't know who is on the winner's side, or was this a single elimination?
I don't know. I look to the left to the king over here, David Kala, to let us know who has the king seat.
He that knows.
He has headphones on. He can hear us. He also has a microphone. Every now and then we can talk him into letting us turn on his mic so we can hear him too. But actually, I'm actually not going to look. I'm going to turn up his mic and let him tell us who is the king seat here.
Tim and Brandon are coming from the king seat.
Okay.
All right, awesome. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
How do you feel about this weekend as we go to a timeout?
I think it's been great. It's been a challenge to kind of set up everything we have, but now that it's up and running, I really dig it.
Yeah.
I'm having fun. I feel like the tournament's going well enough. We've got tons of finals queued up.
Yes.
For the final day.
Finals day today.
Finals day.
Well, on behalf of anybody who cares about foosball, I really appreciate what you're doing for foosball, both on the software side, the coverage side, the media side of this is insane. And this is your doing. So thank you. Appreciate it.
Honk.
honk. That's the.
That was the goose thing from earlier. In case anybody who doesn't know why we just honked.
And do you want me to leave your mic up as we watch, or you want me? It's up to you. I see you have the thing still flipped down.
Let's keep it up.
Okay, cool. All
Remind
right.
me who took a timeout though.
With three, that was Jeff and Tim Jeff and Alex on the left there.
4-4
we
as
go.
Muñoz puts the ball back in play.
And I'm just realizing that the overlays. There we go. All right. And for timeouts, it's a 30-second timer. Between games, it's 90 seconds. And I can override that, which is what I just now did.
Yeah,
Because we didn't run a spot here. I just had to fix the overlays. And it's pretty cool.
it is.
That's never been done here in the States especially. And I don't think they've done that at World Cup. I think they just stick a hand over the table.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that Muñoz tried to stick a left hook over the table.
Labodatwitch says, indeed, a proper production going on now. Tell a
you.
friend.
Trickle, trickle, trickle in.
Tell a friend. Feel free, if you're a social media-er, feel free to go on social media anywhere. Facebook, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok. I don't know, Reddit, MySpace,
MySpace.
Friendster. Whatever floats your boat.
High five.
Go tell somebody that you like what you see.
Pipkin Jr., one of the more cerebral players.
What do you mean when you say that?
He's smart. Sorry. Didn't hit that cough button fast enough. He's thinking. Like the way, if I were to say that Brandon Moreland's cerebral, in the way that he is thinking and contemplating and adjusting, the way that Robbie Hayes is cerebral, the way that he cerebrally put that pull side away, timeout called. He just thinks. He's a student of the game.
I continue to be a fan of that overhead view. And Brandon runs for the hills. No, he just hit the ball over there. Did you know how much stank you got to put on the ball to send it across the room like that?
Mm-hmm. So much stank.
A lot of stank.
Probably all his stank.
I like that, by the way. Alex Tiffany there in the back asks his partner first, are you ready? Before he asks the other team.
Is there a website I can look up stats for foosball, says Mr. Mark. Like, what kind of stats?
Yeah, what? Yeah. Yeah.
Huh. Yeah. So I turned to her and said, 2-0 in favor of Pipkin and Jr. Oh, my gosh.
I don't know if you said this earlier, but I'm reading Jeff's
Pipkin and
comments
Tiffany.
there. Says, I'm glad you're up. By the way, I have a layout for you, so your Twitch is over on the side here.
Oh.
We'll get there soon. There we go.
Whoa. Okay.
Is that a little easier to read? A little
Yeah.
closer. Yeah. Says, I'm glad foosball is back on. Yeah, glad y'all are back, and foosball is back on.
When did all this happen?
That was earlier.
Oh.
Oh, this is... Oh, that was this morning. Okay, so this is starting with this.
Okay.
I'm going to refresh that here and see if that helps.
Timeout called. 2-0 in the second game in favor of Tiffany and Pipkin. But they are down by 1, and this is...
Timeout on the left side of the table, that is. That's a sneaky way of telling him that they called a timeout.
All right. I agree.
All right.
Not in front of the guys.
Mom!
You got it. 2-0. And 3-0. Gangster stats?
Oh.
3-1. Oh, Ganstar.
Straight up gangster stats
That's not
for the tour and info on the players.
Oh, I don't think there is there? I mean,
No. Over the years in foosball, the folks who've been watching foosball and trying to catalog foosball have done an awful job of maintaining records and keeping stats and who won what and where they won it. They can tell you who won the championship, and if they remember, they can tell you who got second place. But they can't tell you Tony's record against Ryan. They can't tell you Billy's record against Fred. They can't tell you any of that because, for the most part, the most important thing for foosball over the course of the last, I don't know, 30, 40 years has been how much money can we make and whatever else.
Mm-hmm.
It's not been a sport that has cared about cataloging stats, information, anything else like that.
Boy, he bends that rod when he shoots it.
Been my rod when I shoot, too.
So Tiffany's been impressing. Seen him in a couple matches.
Yeah.
Playing steady, as you must, against a player like Muñoz. 4-1 now.
Another quick left hook. Hopefully, Clay and Adam, in the future, you can go do an overlay live stats during the match. Literally, no sports do that. We can do stats, and we're going to have stats in the future. You know, as most folks know, I created. I'm going to start saying it this way instead of easing into it with any level of humility. I created the ability to keep live, in-game, real-time stats.
Mm-hmm.
And folks in the past have tried it with like passing and shooting, and I do it with about 60 different metrics plus macros for all the different things you can find otherwise.
I've seen the light version. It is impressive.
Yes.
2 to 4. Wait, scratch that, reverse it. They pull within 2.
Yep.
Lynch and Muñoz. Oh. Hard along the wall. Okay.
Yeah. I like the pull kick bank.
Pull kick bank. Good work if you can get it on this Monday holiday for like 10 people, I think.
Sir Murlock says it's a big job, I'm sure. It's easy, actually. I spent a lot of time creating it. And by the way, for the record, anybody who can hear my voice, I'm happy to share that spreadsheet, the process, everything about it, the hacky sack that Brandon Muñoz is trying to do right there. I think it's awesome that anybody can learn it. And Adam can attest to this because he's recently, in the last year or so, taken a peek at it.
I'm anybody.
And the light version is super easy to learn, and I'm happy
really
to
is.
share that. And the work to get it to that point took a long time for sure.
Look, and if you're like me, you don't really. You may be familiar with Excel, which I am, but if you are not familiar with little codes and bits tied up now 4-4 match point, I'm assuming this is not win by 2 championship point pro-am for Lynch and Muñoz. It might be a little confusing at first when you first look at it, but once you ease in and understand the different codes and what they mean, boom, it is super fun. I was doing stats on old matches just for fun.
Yeah.
My old matches. Back when Rob Ath and I double-dipped Mark Torres at Worlds.
It's pretty neat when you think, oh, man, they shot 90% on me, and then you find out, well, how often do people shoot 90%?
Don't happen much.
Never.
Off the table that goes. Lynch, do you think Lynch, they have 2 timeouts? You would call a timeout at this point? No, you got to stay back there.
I would call a timeout.
Yeah?
He's not going to.
Okay.
And Brandon is not the type of teammate to say, hey, call a timeout. Wow.
Wow.
Good call there. To not switch, not call the timeout.
Yeah, and there you have it, folks. Your champions in the Pro-Am. Tim Lynch and Brandon Muñoz in 2.
They put the stank nasty on him.
Beat Alex Tiffany and Jeff Pipkin Jr.